right, look, it is early on a Tuesday morning, and before I go into the office, I was just gonna let you guys know about something that I read this morning. Philippians 4:13. Is that right? 4:13. Yeah, 4:13. It says, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength." And I was thinking about that today because today's kind of a crazy day for me. It's why I'm up here early at the church. Uh, I get to be a soccer coach for the first time in my life today. 43 years old, first time I'm a soccer coach. Coached a lot of different things, but not soccer. So it's a little bit of a stretch for me. But and then we've got the soft launch. It's our first Tuesday night in the soft launch of Healing Place Church online. And a lot of y'all are part of that. And so, Sunday night we kicked that off, and it was a little crazy. But it went great. The team pulled together and everything went great. Um, Ended up being a real late night, and so there's some challenges there I'm working through, and working through the stretch for me of being a soccer coach, and all the other stuff. Got a load of work to do today, and I just thought, what, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, and I think for you, an encouragement I was thinking for you is whether the challenge is a something, the thing you have to do is a challenge to you, it's a stretch to you, it's a something that maybe you just have to endure. You know what? Paul wrote that from prison, and he was in prison. He's saying, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I can endure suffering. I can stretch out. I can do something I've never done before. I can do the hard thing. Um, it, it's all because of Jesus' strength. It's all because of God's strength. If it weren't for that, man, we'd all be toast. But with God's strength, we can do anything. And you know what? It's not, I can do all things. I can be an idiot. I can go do something stupid. No, it's not that. It's, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. He gives me the strength to obey what He wants me to do. And if He's asked you to do something, then He'll give you strength to do it. It may seem insurmountable. It may seem much bigger than you. Right now, looking at soccer, seems like a lot bigger than me. But I know for my kids and for the kids I get to coach, it's a big thing. It's an important thing. And it's something God has given me an assurance this is what He wants me to do. And so there's an eternal meaning in that, or God wouldn't be asking me to do it. I don't think God plays around. I think when He tells you to do something, He means do it. So I'm looking forward to it, to coaching soccer. I always look forward to the things that God asks me to do. But I know I can do it, and I know you can, whether it's stretching out and saying, I'm going to go to an online small group, or I'm going to go ahead and step out and join this ministry, or start serving. I'm going on an outreach. Or I'm going to get off the couch, turn the TV off, and go play with my kids. That for sometimes for me, that's a stretch. Because I like sitting on the couch. I like relaxing. When it's time to finally chill and sit down, I like to do it. But, it pays off when you just obey God and devote some of your time to your kids. Or, maybe it's telling your story. Maybe, the whole thing we've been talking about of live out loud and tell your story about being healed if you've ever been healed, or tell your story about being saved. If you're a Christ follower, then you have a before and after story. Maybe it feels like a stretch to tell it, but you know what? You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Go for it. Just try it. Just jump out, stretch out, see if God isn't true to His promise that He'll give you strength to do it. Check it out, try it. This is a great day to do it, and I pray you have an incredibly blessed day today. Love y'all.